Hello. It says I am live. So hello everyone. Thank you for coming. I see so many people in the chat box already. Hello Kelly and Amy and Evelyn. Thank you for coming. And I think I saw Casey. I'm not sure, but thank you so much for coming, guys. And I just want to say hello and welcome to my channel. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate a subscription. And people that I have some friends that come regularly, so that's really awesome. Hello, Casey. And today, the first thing I'm going to do is I forgot on my Good Fortune box video to open my fortune cookie. Every Good Fortune box comes with a Good Fortune cookie. I don't know what it says. I didn't see anyone else open theirs. I did watch some videos, but I didn't see the part about the fortune. I imagine they're all the same. I'm not really even sure if they're all the same or not for every month. But this one says, okay, paradise is to love many things with a passion. Okay, that's awesome. So the Good Fortune box this month was all about paradise. So this was the scarf that came in the Good Fortune box. And I have a video that shows all the different ways that I figured out to wear the scarf. And I kind of did that video kind of like quickly. I just thought of the things randomly. And well, there's a little paper right here that does show some of them. So I looked at that and I used those for ideas. A couple of them I did not use in the video, and I thought of a couple on my own. So they're interesting. So you can use it like around your neck for a scarf. I wore mine yesterday as a mask, which is kind of weird because now I'm wearing it on my head. So obviously it's not sterilized. So you can put it on your head this way, or you can use it as a headband. You can open it up so that all your hair comes into it. So it's like a scarf. So it's really fun. I am not really much of a headband wearer because if I put it behind my ears, it kind of slides up. So, but if I put it on my ears like this, then it stays on. And I think it's really kind of cute. I've never had one of these. I've never worn one of these before, but I really like it. So I actually was looking to buy another one, and on Amazon they were like 20 bucks. So I instant messaged the Good Fortune box people. They said they got theirs, like, you know, they bought a whole bunch, so they got it on wholesale. So I'm going to be looking around. I'm sure they're cheaper somewhere, but I like this. It's tight. It's a good fit for my head. And there's a lot of things. I like to wear it around here. I like to use it as a scarf. I like to put it on this way. If it's really hot, it's not comfortable. But like today, it's kind of cool. So it's nice. So it came with this really cool little packaging. So if you guys find anywhere where you can buy these, let me know at a good price. I don't want to pay $20, but at a good price. I'm sure I could make them. I do sew. So I could look into getting some material that is stretchy like this. And then you have to cut it on the stretchy part because the bias is part of it is stretchy, the other part isn't. So I'll have to check into that. So if I figure that out, I'll let you know. And so that's my Good Fortune box. Now I was able to package up a couple of my Good Fortune boxes with some just miscellaneous stuff. And I sent it on to Casey and to Evelyn as a gift for reaching 1,000 subscribers. And so congratulations to both of them. And Evelyn also reached her watch time. So now she is able to monetize. So congratulations to Casey and Evelyn that's a lot of hard work and a lot of effort. It's not easy. I've been stuck at 289 subscribers for a while. So I need to find out what my subscribers want and get some stuff out there. I will be putting out a video about, I just made the video. I just have to upload it. And it's all about making a cover image if you use a MacBook Pro and you use Cam Twist, you can make a cover image for your camera in the classroom. And so I walk people, the video will show how to do it on Canva and how hook it up to your computer and that kind of thing. So yeah. So my next video is about that. And then I also wanted to mention that Casey is going to be making a video all about the classroom setup. And it's kind of really fun to watch how everybody finds their own little way, you know. And even though you copy someone else, you might change it a little bit because the way you like it. Like I have some drawers right underneath my computer. I have small drawers that will that like a little drawer set that I put my computer on top of. And I got that idea from Danny, Happy Farms, Louisiana. And I got that from her. And then I also have next to me, I have a bin of my props that I have, and I got that idea from teacher Melissa Costello. And she had like one drawer that has fruit and vegetables, one drawer that has just general. I have rewards in envelopes in one drawer, and then I have trial stuff in the top drawer. So I will be putting together a video for Casey for that video sometime today. And I am going to have a busy day. So I didn't really think of doing that video last night when I made the other video. So, but I'm learning how to make a video, and I put it on Zoom because what I like to do is I like to be able to show my my iPad through my computer. And I'm not sure, I'm not sure if I can do that here. If I'm doing that. Okay, so right now I am through FaceTime. So I'm going to go to Cam Twist. Okay, so through Cam Twist, you can see I have a box. And let's see. There. Okay, so I have my box here. And this was my reward today. So today, this is stars to apples. And I could do the castle with the princesses. And I love this because you can make the princesses big, or and then you can make them smaller. And then you can make them big, and then you can make them smaller. And then I can also switch it to where the princesses are big and I'm small. So I can do this right during class. And I will be sharing a little bit more about this, how I set this up in my video on Casey's thing, once I figure it out, how I'm going to make it short. But I just wanted to show you guys the stars to apples and how I just love how you can make them bigger and smaller. And what I did was one of my students, her lesson was about color. So then I talked about the different color dresses, the different princesses, and then I had Anna down here. And so you can make it big and small, and then you can keep it up there. And then, so I'm on my iPad over here, and it's a touch screen. And then I can show the reward big, and then I can talk about it, and then I can make it smaller and continue with the lesson. And then I did the same thing with the boys, only I used this background. And we talked about superheroes. And so we talked about the names of the superheroes and which one is their favorite and that kind of thing. And that was something they really liked. So I really like the Stars to Apples app, as you all know. This type of thing is a find a star, just like you would do with, oh, I guess it's not a find a star. Weird. Okay. It's just fruit. Usually these are find a stars. Interesting. So you can find a reward really quickly. So if for some reason you need a different reward, your student isn't where you wanted them to be, whatever, you can find a reward very quickly by typing in or even looking at this bar down here has different types of rewards. So you can do scenes, like, and I love how you can do this. And if they like the yellow fish, you can give them lots of yellow fish, not just one. So you can do a lot of things with this. I love it. And so there's also the matching game, which comes in handy when you have a student that is really smart and they need, extension. And so you can play the matching game with them. So here are two things that don't match. And then you try to find a match that does not match. And it's good for the kids to figure out. Most of my kids don't do much strategy with it. They just randomly pick numbers, but they're pretty good at remembering. Like if one turns over, they remember pretty well. That is a really great thing to do. That would be even good for outschool. You can also do drawing things where you have them draw, and there are lots of different pictures that they can draw. And I've done this one just this week. Draw a cat, draw a dog, and that kind of thing. And there at the end, you have a regular cat. So that's really fun. And I like using this. And you can also take it off like this. You can also, this is my image overlay that I wanted to, that I have a video coming out about that, what to do, how to do the image overlay. I finally made my video to send to Casey. I cleaned it up a bit, but not everything. Yeah, I finally figured out how to make the video on Zoom, how to download it onto my iPad. And if I download it onto my iPad, it's much easier to edit than on this computer, because this is an older computer and it doesn't edit very easily. So that's what I've been doing. And then she said to save it to the cloud, and then she can open it from there. Okay, and so, yeah. So how are your bookings? How are your classes? I had 5 classes this morning, and 1 was a no-show. So I had a little free time this morning. So that was nice, but I'm still getting regular bookings, although I am getting a lot of people that are like booking, canceling, lots of canceling, lots of switching around, that kind of thing, which is kind of annoying. But I think at this time of year, people are like getting into a schedule. I did notice that my kids were a little quieter than usual. Like they're kind of, I don't know, they're just really quiet and reserved more than normal. I don't know if maybe they're tired, maybe they're getting back into their routine and they're not used to it. So, Amy Lou, my classes were great. I had 2 no-shows and 2 of my favorites. Yes, lots of switching with my classes too. Yeah. I had my boy that lives in Hong Kong, and he's really awesome. And I had him today as well. I hadn't seen him in 6 months, so it was good to see him again. So I wanted to tell you about my idea we have a first day of school, which is on Tuesday. I'm not completely ready, but I'm getting ready. And I went to the dollar store and I bought a few items of things that we cannot do in regular school. So that might be something you guys might want to try if you're homeschooling. Like pass out some fun stuff and say, hey, we aren't going to school, so let's do this. So I have some balloons. I was thinking about playing some kind of a game with the balloons. Got some party horns. And I got some airplanes. I'll just let them throw airplanes around. Why not? It's homeschool. Let's celebrate. I got this for myself. Give myself a beauty facial. And I did get, there's something else. Oh, these little flick'em things, like toy frog things. So I'm planning on putting maybe some candy or something in there too, so that first day of school they have some fun stuff. But I found these for VIPKID, and it just cracked me up. So this was at the dollar store, and I got a couple things for like Casey and Evelyn at the dollar store. And then I got a few of these things at the dollar store. And these I thought would come in handy for one of the lessons. Halloween is like the greatest time to shop for props, I think. Hello. These are actually for salad. Now, I think they would work really well for salad, actually. They are salad tongs, but I thought I would get them for bones or skeleton. I was going to send these to Evelyn and Casey, but they were too big for the box. But I said, I have to buy a set for myself. This is just too weird. Have you ever seen anything? I could use them for like my hands too and say, hello, how are you today? It's good to see you. High five. Clap. Good job. Oh my goodness. Wow. The possibilities are endless. I bought these and I was like, I know some of the things that I'm buying are kind of weird, but I teach online. I said, aren't those really weird salad tongs? And the girl's like, those are salad tongs. So yeah, I thought I would have to show you guys that. So, and they could probably be used for outschool too. The possibilities are endless. Oh, I just love those. Okay, so another topic that I was going to talk about today is outschool. And outschool is tough. Like I put on knitting and the pet, show and tell pets. So far, I have made $56. So I put everything, all my classes as $10 per student. I didn't really make any deals, I don't think. I can't remember if I made any deals. I might have made a deal with one of my friends. But I just figure if they want the class, they want the class. If they don't, they don't. But I did participate in some deals. Like Evelyn did a Spanish class, and my son is taking Spanish, which I think is great. She does a really super job. Last class, she did, what was it? Parts of the body, like your eyes, nose, mouth, and ears type of thing. So it was really great. He loves it. So that is a really awesome class. Right now we're kind of busy, just getting ready for school, and my kids do have soccer practice, so they're not doing extra classes, but I'm thinking maybe in the winter we'll do more of that for them. But as far as I'm going, I had put out a bunch of different classes and got a lot of it's canceled because nobody signed up, canceled because nobody signed up. And so I'm doing knitting, and I had like a beginning knitting class, and I had like knit a dishcloth, and I decided everybody's different levels. So I opened up a class that is just come and practice your knitting. Like I'm not giving you an idea. I'm not telling you it's only for beginners, but just come and practice. And I got a booking for that. So that will be on Wednesday. And if it's only one student, that's fine. I'm going to do it anyway. And hopefully that section will grow. I put it for 4 weeks. And so we'll see what happens with that. And I also wanted to mention the new company. Okay, I signed up for the new company, and it is called Your Teachable Moment. Your Teachable Moment. This is for adults. So it's for adults, so anyone can be a teacher. There wasn't a lot of, specific stuff. It doesn't, as long as you're good at something and you want to teach something, and then you just wait for people to sign up. And they're just starting out. And I think their goal was like 20 teachers for the month, and they got 40. So they have 40 teachers, and they're teaching all kinds of things, and this is for adults. So they're teaching yoga, Spanish, knitting. I'm planning on doing knitting as well, and I want to do some cooking, like making bread and stuff like that. And so that's a really awesome resource. And this is just for teaching adults. So the idea was that some of the outschool parents were saying, hey, I want to take some of these classes. So a couple of the teachers decided, let's do it. Three of the ladies got together and they're making their own company, and it's Your Teachable Moment. It's on the ground floor, and they are starting to see bookings, and people are teaching classes. And so there you go. And I got in on it. Evelyn got in on it, and it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. So check that out. Yeah, I already mentioned those things and those things. Okay. So any other topics you guys want to talk about today? So I covered everything on my list so far. And I am planning on Wednesday to do a get together for the teachers again to show their pets, which would be Wednesday at 2 p.m. Oh, let's see. No, I can't. Yeah, Wednesday at 2 p.m. So let me know if you're interested in being a part of that, and I will let you know. I'm probably going to put it on the YouTubers group and just see who signs up for that. And last week we had, I showed my pets, and Melissa came on, and Kelly showed her dog. And so if you want to go on with your pet, and if you don't have a pet, you could find a pet. Oh, I can't come anymore. It knocked your kids offline. Oh, bummer. I wonder why that happens. I noticed that my video wasn't that great in that video, and it might be because my kids were on the computer as well. I wonder if that has to do with your speed on your computer, or is it your line, your internet line? Like maybe if you're hardwired, it would be okay or something. I don't know. But that's okay. You can watch maybe in the chat box. But it was a lot of fun, and it was fun to see different pets and just talk about their pets. And other people said that they were interested in doing it next time. So if you can't do it, that's okay. Someone else will maybe, hopefully, do it. So yeah, you can find a pet. My kids actually found a newt earlier that day, but I didn't end up showing it. They found a newt. So it was outside. So, but my chickens are also doing very well. We have been getting eggs, maybe 6 or 7 eggs per day. And they're funny because they are not early layers. Usually, whenever I had chickens before, no matter how early you go out, there's eggs there. But these chickens, you go out early, like they need to be fed. Now it's kind of late, but usually I'll go out early, like 6 or 8 in between a class or something, or the kids will go out and there's no eggs. And then we go out an hour later and then we find eggs. So, but I just love the fresh eggs. They are delicious, just nothing like fresh eggs. They taste so much better than the store-bought eggs, that's for sure. So we have a lot of eggs in our fridge, and it's a weird feeling, like when you're buying eggs you conserve and you say, we don't want to eat a lot of eggs because they're so expensive. You kind of space it out how many eggs you're going to eat. But now it's like we do need to eat the eggs, because hopefully we're going to get about a dozen eggs once they all start laying. We should be getting a dozen or 13 eggs per day. So that at that point, we might end up selling some dozens of eggs. I've done that before. Like I've had so many eggs that I'd put the eggs in egg cartons, and they go down the street and they sell fresh eggs. And some people are like, I'll buy whatever fresh eggs you have, no matter what the price, because they're just so much better. And so that might be what we do if we end up with a lot. Yeah. A dozen eggs. But I do have 6 people living here. So we could eat a couple dozen eggs if we had, like, say we had omelets for a meal or a snack. We could eat, you know, 2 dozen eggs easily at one shot. So, and then when you put them in food, like I made banana bread, and you put them in food, and then, you know, they get used pretty quickly. So it's kind of, you have to switch from conserving your egg consumption to now we can eat the eggs. We've been paying for these eggs all this time. We've been buying food, we've been taking care of the chickens, and now it's payback. So they're not really free. We've already paid for them, and we are paying for them, but it's a really cool thing. I love having chickens. So we do have one rooster. I'm hoping that we will be able to incubate eggs maybe next spring. And then that way we will be able to continue. We'll see what happens, because our rooster is a bantam rooster, and our hens are, I don't know what kind they are, but it was in a rush when I got these the chickens, because it was right a week or two after COVID, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And they're like, chickens are flying out of the door as fast as toilet paper. So I ran down and just grabbed a dozen chickens. I didn't care what they were, as long as they could lay eggs. And so, but normally in the past, I've gotten all different kinds. So then when I look at the coop, I've got all different colors of chickens, and it looks really cool. And so these are all one kind, and I have 2 bantams, so they look different, but the other hens all look the same. So good morning, Cindy. It's good to see you. Yeah, and I'm going back to outschool because Cindy reminded me that, because she loves art. I said, when I was teaching school way back, I had first, second, and third graders in one class, and they were really, really smart kids. So we had a lot of extra time. So at one point, I taught them how to make bubble letters. And so I thought, I'll do that for outschool. I'll do a bubble letter class, and they can make bubble letters, and they can color it, and it'll be really fun. So I made the whole class. It got approved. I put it on open sections. And then I'm like, I wonder if there are other people that have done this, because I didn't do this first. And then I went on outschool, and there's like 10 people that do bubble letter classes. So I was thinking of you, Cindy. You should do an art class for outschool. And you don't have to do a lot of classes. Like some people do like one class and just open up like every day at noon, or once a week at noon or something. It doesn't have to be a lot of classes. It could be a few, just to have fun, you know? Yes, happy birthday, Stephanie. Happy birthday. Okay, so we're supposed to sing a happy birthday. Okay. Ready? This is what I do sometimes, not every time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stephanie. Happy birthday to you. So this harmonica, I also got this idea from Danny. I do not know how to play the harmonica in actual song, so sometimes I'll just pick it up and make noise. It's really fun. I keep it right in my front drawer. So if you did not see my video, at the beginning of this video, I got this really cool prop. Yay! Very good. I got these at the dollar store, and I had to buy them. So you guys are going to have to run out and get these. Halloween is like the best time to buy props for VIPKID. And I'm not a person, I don't really like vampires and stuff like that. But, you know, you can buy props of all different kinds. I got these like for the bones. To talk about bones and stuff, or even skeleton, but these are actually salad tongs. I didn't realize I could use them for a lot of different things. Very good. High five. I think the kids are going to love it. So, yeah, that's really great. So, yeah, so reptiles and birds and skeletons. Yeah, there you go. Hello, Candy. Um, as far as out school, like I have kind of been a little bit discouraged because it is harder to get bookings than I thought. And it's hard to figure out like what's a good time. So I think it really takes time to figure that out. Like you're not going to just, I don't know, some people they just know, they just have a idea. Okay, I'm going to do this class and they do it well. China has a Day of the Dead. Ooh, yeah. I don't really want to talk about that. So sorry, Candy. People don't know what I'm saying. China has a Day of the Dead holiday, so maybe they don't do Halloween, but they do know what Halloween is, and the kids know. They just think that you dress up and get candy. I know that people around our area on the Facebook groups are talking about what they're going to do for Halloween because they feel like the kids are missing so much of activities and fun. I've never really done Halloween trick-or-treating or anything like that. With my kids, I just really kind of don't believe in a lot of it kind of thing. But I don't mind having fun and doing candy. So I'm not really missing Halloween, but I know that the kids are King Ming Festival is called Tomb Sweeping. Interesting. Yeah, I think I might have read about that. Like, I have not read a lot on the Hutong lately, but I think I might have read about that at one point when I first started for VIPKID. And so anyway, it's for us in the fall, we do a fair. We go to the county fair and we have fair food and they have animals and they have different activities, and that's what we look forward to in the fall. And it got canceled, so it is really sad. There's a lot of things that usually keep you going when you have something to look forward to. It keeps you going. My kids are doing soccer, so that's good. So they're playing with their friends and running around, and they like soccer. And it's definitely a different feel, but to them, it's somewhat normal. So I'm glad for that. And we are going to homeschool. So I also have my homeschool books all together. They're on a shelf, and we are going to hopefully start on Tuesday. So Tuesday is our first day of school. Plus it is, it's a primary day in our state. So I'm going to have to go vote as well somehow. And I'll probably have to go early because there might be a long line. Okay. And then we also have a soccer game that day. So it's going to be a very busy day. A very busy day. So, Luann, you begin at a bad time. I was really busy until school began. Yeah, I think I started at a bad time because it was right when other people were saying that they were booked, and then it was kind of going down a little bit. So same, Luann, bookings were awesome in the summer. Candy, hopefully booking will pick up for you once people figure out their schedules. Yeah. Well, I was really thankful for the one booking for the knitting class because I kind of had given up. And I think I'm going to leave the knitting class up, and I'm going to leave, if I can just get some regulars maybe in the knitting class, and we could talk about what they want to make, and maybe we can keep it going, because knitting is something you're going to continue to grow, to learn, and it's really not something you can do one time and you've got it down. And then I would like to continue the pet sharing class, and I would like to start doing bread making as well. I have a lot of good ideas for that. And I feel like I can do those both on OutSchool and the Teachable Moment forum, because I can adapt it to adults or kids. So hello, Marianne. So I think I'm going to stick with those 3 for now. I had some other ideas for the younger kids. Knitting's hard when it is hot outside. I like to knit when it's colder. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to do night classes now that VIPKID night classes have slowed down. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I think that night classes might work for, especially when it starts getting cooler. People are going to be inside, and, you know, it'd be better to do something like that than to, you know, watch a TV show. And Cindy, do a Harry Potter knits. Kids love. Yeah, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so I'm not doing Harry Potter. But I do have some cool scarves that are like animals. So I was thinking I would do an animal. I do have on Outschool right now knit this animal scarf. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. So it's like a little fox. Oh, I think I put all my knitting together. I don't see it at the moment, but I have it in my pictures. I have it. I'm wearing it in one of my pictures. And it might be, oh, it was on the thumbnail for this. You see it on the thumbnail for this live video. And so I thought that might be something people might like to do, is those little animals. And or even just a scarf. You know, people like to make scarves, and there are a lot of different scarves that you can make, and that is a really great way to get started. Now, I did do the dishcloth because it's something small and you can finish it and you feel accomplished. If you do a scarf, sometimes kids don't finish it. Like when I was a kid, I started a scarf and I kept putting it away, and I finally finished it, but it was like years later. I finally pulled it out, finally finished it. So that's why I didn't really start with a scarf, because, yeah, amigurumi, yeah, they do like that too. That's a good idea as well. I feel like with that, you have to be good at knitting though first. So that was why I was trying to start with something that you just straight knit. So those are great ideas. I have looked at that because I think you told me that before, Candy. I think you told me that before, and I did look into that. No more Harry Potter class. Oh, yeah. Catherine Davis did a really good video. She said it's not that they can't do Harry Potter. It's how you do it you have to tweak it so that it's, I don't know. She made the video about it. I can't remember the specifics on it. She just said she can't do it the way she's doing it, but she can tweak it and still kind of do it. Like play games, ask questions, trivia. I think she's going to do trivia, Harry Potter trivia type thing. Yeah, because of copyright issues. That's right. And so there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, so yeah, 2020 has been great, and I have been stocking up a little bit for food just in case, you know, something happens and we can't get to the store for some reason, and we will be homeschooling, so we should be okay, and we should be safe in our house, and warm, so we have stuff to keep us warm. But also, I ordered a book. I don't know if you guys have seen advertisements for the superfoods that you can make your own, like, foods for, you know, to in emergency type foods. So I'm looking forward to getting that. I'm hoping that one's in the mail on its way. And I thought that would be fun to teach my kids, survival skills. You know, if you don't have your regular hamburgers and hot dogs, or, you know, we do ramen soup, or, you know, the foods that you really like, cereal, but you need to eat, right? So there are a lot of different survival skills. So I got that book about the foods, and then I got another series of different books on different survival skills. And a lot of us in the modern world have sort of been, you know, away from those types of skills. We rely a lot on just easy, just pay your money and you get it in the mail type of thing. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think that will be something fun for my boys to learn to do. We don't really do Boy Scouts or anything like that. So that would be really fun. And I hope that that's something that they want to learn. And I know there's a guy on OutSchool teaching survival skills, and his classes are booked every single time. And he's making buckets of money. So I think it's just, it's something that boys are interested in, even if it wasn't 2020, but even more so right now. So that's a really good thing. And so anyway, have you heard of an arrow garden? You can grow a garden on your countertop. It's funny that you would mention that. My student you can grow tomatoes, herbs, and we were talking about plants, and in the lesson it said peppers. And one of my students actually was growing a pepper plant in her house. She showed me a pepper about this long. And I think that's all they were growing with peppers. Maybe it was just an experiment to see how it would do. I don't really know. She couldn't expound on it. But I thought that was really cool. Have any of you had Chinese students show you food plants in their house? And that's a great idea, because my window, I have a nice big window here that I grew stuff in, and I probably should have kept the stuff. Now, we have, on our way to the school where the kids practice, there's a guy that actually grows plants on his roof. So, and it's not a huge, big roof area, but it's a little bit of a flat spot of his roof, and it looked like tomato plants. So he was growing tomato plants. So I was like, oh, look at that. There's plants on the roof in pots. And yesterday he was up on the roof. He must have been watering them. It would be a little difficult to water them. You would have to go up on the roof every day and water them, and it would get hot. So you would have to make sure you watered them. And around here right now, it is very dry. We have a river down the street from us, and it is lower than it's ever been since I've lived here. So things are really dry. I mean, there's still a lot of green and things growing, but watering is definitely an issue for plants. And I know other parts of the country that's not like that, but here it is very, very dry. So yeah, that's a good thing to look into. Candy, growing tomatoes and growing things inside. That's a great idea. I know you can do herbs and, like basil and things like that you're going to put into I love parsley. That's one of my favorites in soups. And it's good to learn about the different herbs, like what their names are, what they look like, what you put them in. And then it's fun to actually dry them out and make them. Now, I have a friend that has a garden, and she is really resourceful about everything. And I told her I was growing some herbs, and she's like, oh, I can buy those so cheap that I don't really grow them. And I'm like, oh. So I guess, growing them is just fun, and they're fresh, but it's not always necessarily cheaper or easier. All right. Well, anyway, I am going to wrap this video up, and I just wanted to show you guys, maybe that you're late, what I had for reward today before I go. I had this is my Stars to Apple, and I had a really fun reward today. This is a castle, obviously. And with the cam twist, you can switch video source, and you can switch it back, and you can, I can put princesses on here, and we did princesses, and we talked about the different princesses and the color of their dresses and things like that. And then you can also do superheroes. So this was really fun. And so instead of having the 2D, you can do it this way. And then the thing I like is you can make it big, you can make it small, you can talk about it, ask what their favorite one is, that kind of thing. And it gives a little extra conversation, brings them in, you know, to interest to the class and things like that. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.